Lisa with Heart of Inspiration. Here on this channel, we help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. So we're going to do something a little bit different this month. I typically don't do readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising for the retrogrades, but this Mercury retrograde is fairly significant. And so I felt it was extremely important for me to bring to you um, what I'm both seeing energetically for in the astrological sense, and then I really felt very much so that Spirit has messages for each and every one of you. So I wanted to bring those to you as well. So we're going to look at the chart really, really quick. Okay, so this is going to be for Sun, Moon, and I am going to include Rising in this time. So as we look at the chart really quickly, let me go over here so you guys can see where I'm pointing. As we go to this chart, Mercury is in retrograde down here at the bottom. This is on the 13th. So it's starting out at 21, excuse me, that's Mars. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. Mercury is up here in Scorpio in retrograde. It's going to start out in retrograde at about the 11th degree. So if your sun is at about 11 degrees, give or take about 3 to 4 degrees on the one end and 3 to 4 degrees on the other end, you're going to feel these effects as it starts, right? And then it's going to go backwards. So if your sun in Aries, if you're in early Aries, the first deck in Aries, you're going to feel it a lot more as this time progresses than the late sun Aries. But all of Aries will feel this. We're looking at 30, 60, 90, 120, so a quincux. So for Aries suns and Aries moons, and really Aries risings, but particularly for the suns and the moons, you're really going to be feeling this kind of quandary. Things, because this is in Scorpio as well, we get to, how can I put this? It's like we're getting the veil pulled back a little bit further. What we thought we knew, perhaps it turns out we don't. What we thought was true, perhaps it turns out it was not. It could be very interesting, okay, for people just in general. And there's going to be a little bit of angst. Am I moving fast enough? Am I not? I mean, you still have your sun or your moon squaring the big three in over here in Capricorn, right? Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. The nice thing though is all three of the big boys are finally, by this point, by October 13th, actually moving forward. So they're direct. So we're getting released from all of these constraints, all of this change up, like the shaking that's been happening both globally and individually. That shakeup is loosening. That shakeup is slowing down. Things are settling into, this is how things will be. But again, what I have felt with this full moon that we just passed in Aries was that something shifted. It's like we shifted to a different reality. We shifted gears and we shifted, I don't know, time warps, time continuums, and into this next continuum, especially with Uranus in retrograde as well, and will continue being retrograde until early January of 2021. So the technology or the knowledge and all of that is changing, right? How we're interacting with spirit, what we're doing on a global level, all of that is definitely changing. So, and we're coming into greater realization. So we're going to be using a few different tarot and oracle decks. The first one, we're going to pull messages from the guides from James Van Praagh. So this is really messages from the spirit guides, and I really thought a lot, long and hard, and searched myself. It was really listening to spirit as to which oracle deck to use. When you have so many, sometimes it's good because you want to make sure you have the right one. So let's see what we've got for a message first of all. So Aries, so your first oracle, for this Mercury retrograde here is worry is a wasted emotion. Let's get one more oracle. Worry is a wasted emotion. So if you've been concerned about where if you've been concerned about that, your direction, and if you were going in the right direction, worry is a wasted emotion. And then we also have ask for guidance. There's no point in worrying, Aries, about where you're going, because where you're going, you've already been working very, if you've been working very hard towards that goal and towards um, your purpose and towards taking the next steps, and you've been laying out your energy, you've been emoting the correct energy, um, and on that correct frequency, the more you worry, the further away that whatever it is you are manifesting will go from you. It will literally start to move and dissipate. So, worry, my dears, is a wasted emotion. Okay? A wasted emotion. So, and it's time for you to ask for guidance. So, instead of trying to think about it in your third dimensional mind, I'm going to need you to be about it in your fifth dimensional self and ask your guides for guidance. So I'm just going to hold these over here as we move forward. I'm also going to pull from the Archangel Tarot, Archangel Power, because I really felt like, with the messages from the guides and then also the archangels, I wanted to really get that information out and get it to you. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, and happy. So this is like the Queen of Wands. I believe Ariel is the Wands in this deck. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Be practical and wise advice. So I really feel like with the Queen of Ariel, it is time for you to really seek advice from your archangels. Some of you might work with Archangel Ariel, some of you may not. The Star, Archangel Jophiel, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. This Mercury retrograde is really asking you to A, stop worrying, and B, see things play out as they're meant to, because that's what they're beginning to do. We're going to pull one more, and I apologize for the camera angle. Let me pull this back. Move it forward. How about that? Let's move it forward. All right, let's pull one more. Along with this, worry is a wasted emotion and ask for guidance. This makes complete sense. Like all of your dreams are coming true. It might not be coming true in the way that you think it's going to, that it should have. And it looks like it's delayed, but an answer delayed is not denied. So your purpose delayed is not a purpose denied. Your purpose delayed means there's some obstacles or there's some things that were going on that had you pushed forward would not have worked out well. And you need to ask for guidance before you make your next move. I feel like some areas you're in such a rush to make this next move that if you could potentially be missing it. Divine guidance. I didn't even look at this, did I? Divine guidance. Archangel Sandalphon. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. I mean, this doesn't get any plainer than honest to God. This doesn't get any plainer. This is specifically all lining up to say you've got to seek the information from your angels, from your guides, from your ancestors. You've got to go to your higher self and have the confidence in yourself that you're moving in the right path. This is all about wisdom. This is not about passion. This is not about movement. This is not about all that type of energy. This is about exercising wisdom. And sometimes during a Mercury retrograde, we can feel like we're lacking wisdom in a lot of ways. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We can feel like we're lacking wisdom. We feel like we can't hear. We feel like we can't see. So the most important thing for you to do right now is recognize A, you can hear, B, you can see, and C, D, E, and F, it's time. It's time for you to settle in and listen up. Settle in and listen up. So we also have the Celestial Tarot as well here. Settle in and listen up. Some of you have never even spoken to your angels. Your angels are going to start speaking. They're right there. If you open yourself up to it, it will happen. Oops. Aquila, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. And if you guys have to like go back and, we have Archangel Ariel, we have Archangel Jophiel, and we have Archangel Sandalphon. We also have Aquila, which is, one of the constellations and one of the goddesses. Cardinal Air, King of Swords. This is not, I'm telling you guys, look at this, Pentacles and sword energy. This is all about you hearing, knowing, seeing, cutting stuff out that doesn't belong, initiating that King of Swords. That's Aquarius energy. That's like, listen, this is for the greater good and this is for my good as well. This is where my good fits into the greater good. These are the thoughts, the ideas, the emotions where that all fits in properly. This is the way to rethink routine, if you will, right? To rethink how we've thought about things before. Not necessarily over intellectualizing, but it's initiating, like finally taking that time, like speak up about something or take the initiative to go out and look for something, look for a path, take a step in a direction and then ask for guidance. Take the step, but don't run, walk, take the step and then ask for guidance. And then we have Cardinal Earth, the King of Pentacles. Planting season is here so you can come into balance. You've been rushing and pushing and rushing and pushing so much. We're out of balance. We're out of sync. We're out of whack. This Mercury retrograde is giving you the opportunity to get yourself back in balance, to get yourself back in sync, to get yourself back where you need to be, and not in the position, unfortunately, where you have found yourself in the past where it's like, you take these, you're running, head over heels and you're just bolting down this path, and or maybe you're getting impatient because the path isn't opening it quickly enough for you. But instead of just kind of chilling and being like, you know what, I just kind of need to chill, you're more so like, I gotta get there because I'm gonna miss out if I don't. You're not going to miss out on anything. That's really what I hear Spirit saying. You're not going to miss out on anything. But if you keep running and bolting and not thinking and using wisdom first before you move forward, you are going to miss something. And that something is going to be the proper way for you to attain your purpose. And it's going to be much more difficult for you to get to the end goal, Aries, if you don't wait and if you don't ask for guidance along the way. It's going to be infinitely more difficult than if you don't plan this out properly. And that's what Spirit is asking you to do, to plan it out properly. And Spirit is trying to help you. Your higher self already knows. It's your physical being that's going through all of these emotions. It's not your higher self. Your higher self is not worried in the least little bit. So physical worry is wasted. And all it's doing is pushing the end result further and further away from you instead of bringing it closer and closer to you, right? Instead of you coming into balance. So this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio that is quincunxing is going to cause your sun or your moon, or it's quincunxing your rising sign. It is going to cause you to question things a little bit more. It is actually going to feel like it's a little bit more confusion. And I feel very strongly that the reason why there's more confusion right now is because you have to stop that during this time as it's coming up, because Spirit is trying to encourage you to stop thinking with your mind, right? Stop thinking and just start being. Stop thinking and then start doing. Do you understand? Stop thinking, stop worrying, stop third dimensionally operating, because we have moved into we are transcending at present the fourth dimension, and we are transcending the knowledge of the fourth dimension. And there's some other things I want to talk about another time, but we are transcending the understanding and changing the understanding of time in and of itself. And if you are not Spirit led and you are only led by what you see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, you will miss it. So now is the time for you to get to the point that you are being Spirit led. Thanks so much for being here. At the very beginning of this video, you saw a very short, 1 minute little blurb about the Be the Light conference. That conference does start October the 23rd through the 25th. Registration is still open. Registration is over 70% full. So if you want to get in on it, go to heartofinspiration.net, get your registration in, get your fees in. And you can find out more information there, okay? And there also is a link in the description box below. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.